Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. We're here in the home of the slightly above average ship review. Got a domination match on Polar, and we are going up the German destroyer tech tree line. We're here in the tier 2 tech tree destroyer V-25. You can see we are down tier, as most tier 2 matches are these days. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with that. You can see this match does have aircraft carriers, so please keep that in mind, that we are also going to have to deal with that. So, I'll admit it's been a while since I played this game, this match, I mean, so I think we're going to talk about how the lower tier German destroyers, in my opinion, tiers 2, 3, and 4 should be played as torpedo boats using Von Spee, or if you have her, Blue Furiora. Now, I do have Blue Furiora in this ship starting out here, but that being said, tier 3, tier 4, I will have Von Spee as the commander. Because, let's be honest, not everybody can afford event commanders, and I want to give you the best look at the ship the way that you're going to be playing it. So that's why I re-recorded those matches with Von Spee. That being said, I did have really good matches with Blue Furiora. I think of the event commanders, she does a really good job for the German ships, especially the low tier ones, and her base trait increases destroyer speed. So you'll take a fast destroyer and make it extremely fast if you have Blue Furiora behind the helm. Other than that, she's like any torpedo destroyer commander. So that's why I put her in these low tier ships. Alright, so we're moving out. Good thing about the V-25 and the V-170, and I think the G-101, you have the ability for these front-mounted torpedo launchers. We hit the Wyoming with a torpedo, and now we're backing up trying to get our other torpedoes on target here, and we're just going to shoot them all and hope that they continue to hit the Wyoming. And they do hit the Wyoming, and we take them out for our first kill. And we're going to just chill out here in the smoke and get this solo base cap. Alright, so we capture Bravo. Moving back out, you can see the front launchers are already active again. And all these torpedoes for the tier 2 and the tier 3 have the same range and the same damage and the same speed and everything. It's not like the front launchers use a different torpedo. They use the same ones. Alright, we're running away from that destroyer, but we did launch at him. I'm really eyeing up to South Carolina, which is not moving. South Carolina, in my opinion, one of the worst tier 3 premium ships. Don't buy it. I'd take it for free, but I wouldn't buy it. Don't purchase this. It is not worth your money. Alright, we're going to use bow launcher number 1 and switch over to the port bow launcher, and we'll use that one too. And now we are spotted here. The South Carolina does have pretty good secondaries, but luckily we can approach him from the stern, so he doesn't have the opportunity. Now be advised, you can see that dead space between the launcher and the little launch indicator. Your torpedoes won't arm in that dead space, so when you are engaging a ship, make sure you're outside the dead space when you go to engage. We are engaging the South Carolina. There's our side launchers. He's dead. I already know it. There he is. Devastating strike. Kill number 2. Alright, we're moving in on the Rhine. A, because it's an aircraft carrier and has lots of hit points for us to get. And B, and more importantly, this ship and most German destroyers don't have good AA. And so we are going to try to take him out and kind of get rid of our problems, minimize them at the very least here in these ships. Now, I wouldn't go out of your way to chase down the aircraft carrier and kill them. But that being said, if you have the opportunity in concert with another attack to move on to the aircraft carrier and take him out, then I recommend doing that. And we're doing the same strategy here as we used on the South Carolina. We fired our front launchers. We're going bow on. And then we're going to turn at the last second and use our side torpedo launchers to take him out. As you can see, 1-2 torpedo strikes. And I think we're just going to let it ride with those 2 bow-mounted torpedo launches. And we are. Kill number 3 in the V-25. All right, our team is beating the bejesus out of the enemy team. We only have 3 enemy ships left to kill. So we are launching at this Gangoot, which is run into my torpedo range. But our team, the blue team, has only lost 1 ship. But all in all, I think I've shown you some good stuff here in the V-25. You know, unfortunately, Tier 2 is not really a meaningful tier in World of Warships Legends. You know, maybe they could have bumped everything up a tier. Had this be a Tier 3 ship like it is on PC, and just had maybe 1 ship at Tier 1 and 1 ship at Tier 2, or maybe just not even had Tier 1 or Tier 2 ships. Because I think this is a fun destroyer to play, but again, you're never going to really play it because Tier 2 is only used to get to Tier 3, where all the magic happens. Alright, speaking of magic, there's the high caliber metal. More torpedo strikes on the Gangoot. Another devastating strike for kill number 4. And our team at that point outpointed the enemy team. The enemy team lost all its points. Alright, here we are on the victory screen. High caliber metal, 2 devastating strikes, 118,231 total damage, 16, count them, torpedo strikes, 4 kills, 1 solo base cap. We ended up with 121,515 silver and 4757 ship XP and commander XP in the V-25. Here we are at the top of the board, 2114 base XP, 3 medals, 4 big kills. Clash Horn below us didn't have a terrible game, but that's Tier 3 destroyer, so everyone should be ashamed. By the way, the top ship on the enemy team, the only one left alive, was also a Tier 2 destroyer called the Romulus. Alright, let's go back into the port and take a look at the ship. There are no modules here, so we're just do the regular hull upgrades and stuff like that. 2 charges of the smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost. We were running the common battle booster for speed, the Type 1 temporary camouflage, and the 1-year strong flag. That's not the right flag. The early adopter flag. All right. 6,840 hit points with our build. Got those 3 105mm guns, 8.5 kilometer firing range, 4.4 second reload, 18-second turn time. HE shells, 1,200 max damage with a 5% fire chance. Armor-piercing shells, 2,300 max damage. It's only 3 guns. I would not build this out as a gunboat. Again, that's why we're using a torpedo-focused commander. All right, got those 2 front individual mounted torpedo launchers and the 2 twin launchers on the sides. They all reload in 33.4 seconds. Max damage 10,600. 7-kilometer range at 56 knots. The detectability is 1,000 meters. AA defense, well, at least you have a number there instead of nothing. Maneuverability, 38.7 knots, 440 meter turning circle, 2.1 second rudder shift time. Exceedingly maneuverable ship, especially with Blue Furiora. And concealment, 4.1 on the surface, 2.3 from the air, 2 kilometers flat when firing in smoke. All right, let's go take a look at the commander. Blue Furiora base trait increases the max destroyer speed. We got Bay and Swirsky over here as inspirations. And then in, I guess I'm talking about what a great skill this is and how she's a much better commander. Subsurface Venture, Fragile Threat, Perceptive. Remember, Rove 4 skills do not trigger in destroyers. Unstoppable, I would choose that over the other one. Anyway, that is the V-25, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. We're going to go all the way up to the German tech tree for destroyers in this update. So let's get it done. I'll see you on the next video.